Hi guys, welcome to my channel Happy High Tarot. In today's pick a card reading, we will find out what are some urgent messages that your spirit guides would like you to know. So you have three options to choose from. Option 1 is the golden butterfly, purple butterfly is for group 2, and for group 3 this silver butterfly. So pause the video over here, meditate on all your options, pick whichever one calls out to you the most. You'll find the timestamps in the comment section as well as in the description box below. So make your choice and let's get started. Hi group 1, so for those of you who chose the golden butterfly, let's find out first from your oracle cards, what do your spirit guides want you to hear right now? So the cards that came out for you are patience, awareness, leadership, yang, and green Tara, supreme protection. You are protected, cords are being cut, move beyond limitation, and trust. Alright, firstly, your spirit guides want you to acknowledge the fact that you are a very, very powerful manifester. It's like you might have often heard phrases such as, I create my own destiny, things like that. And you seem to be one such person. Somewhere though, your spirit guides feel like you don't appreciate yourself enough for that. Or many a times that has happened with you that you have manifested something and then when it actually happened, you did not take any credit for it. None at all. In fact, you might have dismissed the whole thing as a coincidence. Sometimes because of a fear of, some fear, you feel afraid to become the leader. You prefer doing everything from the back seat. You allow other people to take the lead, and you shouldn't do that. It's almost as if your spirit guides want you to wake up and realize that you have this fire inside of you. And many a times the universe, your spirit guides, they try to fan that fire, they try to fuel that fire, but you don't. It's like you run in a different direction from it. What are you afraid of? How powerful you can be? Or are you afraid that unintentionally you might manifest something that's not for your best interest? Or what if this power gets too much into your head and you end up doing something that you might regret later? You are very well protected by your spirit guide. So one thing that they would like you to know for sure is that no wrong will happen with you. Nothing wrong will happen with you. In fact, if there were energy vampires around you, or if there were any people from your past with who would try to bring you down, you would have realized that in one way or another, all those people ended up leaving your life. And like I said, this can be through any means. Some of them might have ghosted you, some of them might have relocated, some of them might have changed their contact information and then, they just became untraceable. Whatever it was, whoever is not right for you will be taken out of your life. And sometimes, yes, it can come as a shocker, it can come as a surprise, but they want you to know through this message that it is all just an act of them protecting you. Which is why these spirit guides, they try to keep those lower vibrational people out of your lives to their best capabilities. There is no limitation to you. There is no limit to how much you can soar and how far you can go. You are the one who tends to keep themselves in a box. Because you definitely do lack trust in yourself, group 1. You have an idea, another person has the exact same idea, but the difference between you and that person is that they'll actually go ahead and execute it. Meanwhile, you will keep on sitting and wondering, what if nobody accepts it, or people might judge me if I start jumping around too much, trying to take the lead. Maybe you have this thing wherein you don't want to be in the bad books of anyone. Now, I'm not saying that you are a people pleaser, by no means, but you definitely might be conscious of what people think of you. It's like you have created a particular narrative in your mind, and then that is just what keeps on spinning the whole time. There are some things that you want in life, and you think that I should just be patient about it. It will be delivered to me. I'm not going to bother too much about it. But with Yang over here, your spirit guides want you to take action towards it. Your spirit guides want you to become more proactive, you can say, towards all your dreams and goals. And they want you to imagine what all you can achieve if you combine that proactiveness with your ability to manifest. If you put that together, it's like you will be what is that phrase? A force to be reckoned with, unstoppable with leadership over here. Your spirit guides are like, they're really pushing this point forth that you do not see who you are and who you can be. And when other people can see that magic in you, when they try to cheer you on, or when they try to encourage you, you do not believe them. Because you might dismiss the whole thing by saying, oh no, you're just being too kind, you're just being too nice. I'm not like that. I can't be that person. You can be that person. If not you, I don't know who else. There is something though over here with awareness and Yang and patience. There might be some of you who are trying to manifest either a particular person in your life or like your divine counterpart. Maybe right now you're single and you're like, I've had enough encounters with stupid people, and now finally I do not want any more disappointments. I just want whoever is meant for me, whoever my divine counterpart is. Now, just because we have Yang over here, and if you're a masculine watching, that's fine. Basically whoever is meant for you, right? So you have been manifesting for that person for quite some time now. Your spirit guides want you to know that your connection with your divine counterpart is protected. However, everything is going to play out in divine timing. And that is why you have the card of patience over here. Because of all the things that you manifest, this is perhaps the only thing that hasn't happened until now. You were manifesting for a house, you were able to purchase one. You wanted a car, you got one. You wanted a good job, you got one. You wanted better skin, you had that. You got that. But this is something that you have been manifesting for a very long time perhaps, and it's just not happening. Each time a new person comes in your life, you wonder, oh, is this my manifestation playing out? Is this the person for me? But like I said, they end up being just another disappointment. So with supreme protection over here, your spirit guides want you to know that, okay, firstly, there is no harm in dating around, so you can absolutely do that. However, the person that's actually meant for you, while they are on their way towards you, you're going to have to be patient with this particular manifestation. You can think of it this way. This is like a very big, you can say, task or a big project that you've given to the universe to construct and then deliver to you. So it is taking some time. I'm being told finishing touches, so maybe just the finishing touches in the story are happening right now, and then this person, this gift, this divine counterpart of yours will be delivered to you. So you just need to hang in there for a little while longer, and do not doubt your ability to manifest just because this particular manifestation is taking a tad bit longer than what you'd hoped it would. So from your tarot cards, we have the Knight of Swords, the Ace of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and Judgment. Speak up. That's the first thing that I heard. Speak up. So your spirit guides are pointing out over here with the Ace of Swords and Ten of Wands that oftentimes there's a lot that keeps on going in your mind. And this can be anywhere, whether you're having an evening chit chat with your family, or whether it is a setting with some friends of yours, you're all hanging out together, or if this is an office meeting, at all times. And because your mind is very sharp, your spirit guides are also highlighting over here with Knight of Swords and Ace of Swords just how intellectual you are. You are very good at communication. You have one of the sharpest minds that are existing in the real world, in the real time right now. However, you tend to keep all of those thoughts inside to yourself. You do not share them. And again, over here with Knight of Swords and Ten of Wands, the reason why you might not vocalize whatever idea or concept you have going on in your mind is because you might be worried that it can be dismissed by other people. They might not take you seriously. They might tell you that, your whole idea sounds a bit rushed. It does not sound as if you've put in a lot of thought into it. But then this is who you are as a person. You do not need a lot of time to think about something. As soon as you see a problem or you hear about a problem, the solution just pops up in your mind like this. And so it does not matter what anybody else thinks. You have amazing problem solving abilities, and you are a quick thinker. You always act on your feet, and it is time you showcase that to the rest of the world. It's like there's so much for you out there. You must not let yourself be contained in like a glass box, and you just keep on observing everybody else's lives around you because of all these fears, all of these issues, because of the fact that you doubt yourself. But that is where, again, circling back to trust over here, be more confident of who you are, be more proud of who you are. And in fact, over here with Green Tara, for me, and especially because she's telling you that you are protected, this is like a green signal. That go ahead, do whatever you want to, say whatever you have in your mind, because there won't be any negative repercussions of it. Because that's how lovingly and strongly we are protecting you. Reminds me of how fiercely protective a mother can get towards her children. So that is how protective your spirit guides are towards you. With Knight of Swords over here and then the Ten of Wands, your spirit guides are also pointing out that many a times you tend to take on other people's problems onto yourself, and then you get pretty bogged down by them. You take things too personally, even though you shouldn't. If someone has come to you with a problem, give them the solution, but keep yourself detached from the problem. If you don't, you can stay stuck over here, whereas the person who had come to you with that problem will keep on going about their life. Whereas, like I said, you will stay stuck. Secondly, oftentimes people give their part of the duty or their job or their shift, you can say, to you so that they can go out and have fun. And you're not able to say no. That is also something you need to learn. You need to learn how to say no to people. Let's say that you and some people, your colleagues, you all have a 9-to-5 job. Just as the clock hits 5 and you're about to, go, you're done with your work, suddenly some colleague comes to you and says that, hey, can you please finish these particular files for me as well? I have to be there and I have to be here and everything. And you're like, oh, okay, fine. And so you sit down, and then before you realize it, it's already 7, it's already 8. And your evening, you're energetically spent. There isn't much that you can do except for go back home and just sleep. So helping people is one thing, but entirely taking on somebody else's problems onto yourself, that is something that your spirit guides are advising that you shouldn't do. Another message over here with Judgment and Yang is that whoever this divine counterpart of yours is, who is coming to your life, you have a past life connection with them. I don't think that this is a past person, because we also have the Ace of Swords over here. Plus, as we've already seen, with cords are being cut, that every disappointment that you faced in the past, in the form of a person, situation, problem, all those blockages are being released. All those blockages are being removed from your life. So this is definitely a new person. However, they might not feel like a new person because you have a past life connection with them. And there's a very high probability that this is someone whom you have shared your lifetime, your previous lifetimes with. It's always been you and the soul who have become spouses in all those lifetimes. And the same thing is going to happen in this lifetime as well. Alright, you might be having Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in your chart group 1. These are all the messages that I have for you right now. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know it down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here, and hit the bell icon when you do so. You can also follow me on Instagram for more tarot readings and message me there, or on my email ID to book a personal reading with me. You'll find all those details in the pinned comment and description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi group 2. So for those of you who chose the purple butterfly, first let's take a look at your oracle cards to find out what is it that your spirit guides want you to hear right now. So the cards that came out for you are the thinking man, intuition, security, why, and I think this is 𝚅𝚒𝚘𝚘𝚘𝚘. Life force, express your driving passion, sensual and sexual powers are increased. 𝚅𝚒𝚘𝚘. I like the sound of it. Anyway, group 2, right off the bat, and I think you guys must have figured it out also, you do not trust your intuition at all. Your ego is always taking precedence over your intuition. As soon as you hear something, or as soon as a problem pops up in front of you, or any situation for that matter, the first quiet thought that comes to your mind, that you hear rather, that is your intuition. It's so gentle, it's so soft, and like I said, it's super quick. But you disregard that, or because of your overactive monkey mind, you can say, you're not able to listen to it, you're not able to tune into your intuition, and you get lost in this web of endless questions. Why did this happen? When will this happen? What can I do? What is this and what is that and when and everything? And just over analyzing everything, trying too hard to read between the lines, not taking anything for the face value, always trying to dig deeper. No, there has to be something more to it. This cannot be it. This cannot be it. Stuff like that. Watching endless pick a card readings on just one question, or even taking multiple tarot readings from different readers for the same question, and then some reader might say something, another reader might say something else, and there you are back to square one, as confused as ever. You are not getting the clarity that you need. And your spirit guides can see that very clearly over here with why. You are lost, you are confused, you are restless. There's so much amped up energy, no outlet at all. It's like you feel as if you're trapped somewhere and you're going on banging on the walls, no crack, they're not breaking, and you're feeling trapped. You are a prisoner of your own mind, group 2. Okay, when you see something, hear something, somebody tells you something, just close your eyes, calm down. If you have to breathe, constantly keep on breathing, a deep breath, do that if you have to. But basically your spirit guides are asking you to be more careful, cautious, they're correcting me, more cautious of what your ego is versus what your intuition is. Do not get mixed, do not get confused between the two. Do not let your ego win over your intuition. Do not doubt your intuitive abilities, because since intuition is over here also with security, I'm being told that intuition is a gift that you were born with. I don't know how old you are right now, so maybe you do not remember this, although I'm sure most of you will. Ever since you were a child, you kept on having these nudges, that tinkling feeling, or you kept on, hearing these voices, which was your intuition. And intuition usually, it's your own. It sounds like you, like the way that you talk. And so, as a child, you were highly in tune with it. But then when you started growing up, you got more exposed to the world, you started having all these different experiences, different interactions. Somewhere the whole intuition thing, you stopped using it, you can say, less and less. Now the thing is that it's not that just because you stop using your power less and less, it's gonna go away, or somebody's gonna take that gift away from you. No. But the unfortunate thing that happened was that your ego, all these puzzles and lurking questions in your mind, they started taking control, and they started driving you crazy. I'm being told that there are a lot of you who have abandonment wounds. There are a lot of you who have trust issues. There are a lot of you who have been deceived by the people that were closest to you. So I can see where you're coming from. But what your spirit guides want me to tell you is that you will keep on walking down the same road if you do not stop right now and change your track. Look at this situation over here with security and why. Over here, she's all lost, trying to figure out answers. Here too, the thinking man. But in security, the energy is relatively so quiet. This seems like a den. There's this nice warm fire. You can see these beautiful star-laden sky up above. Your mind should be a haven of peace, where you find comfort, where you find solace. Your mind at the moment is anything but that. So you have to restore that peace. And I know that it is easier said than done. So we have to go about it gradually. Of course, it will be unrealistic to expect you to tame your mind or to control your mind overnight. That's not going to happen. I'm being asked to tell you that meditation and meditative music can help you a lot. You might be one of those people who find it difficult to meditate because the moment you close your eyes and the room is quiet, immediately it's like a windfall of different thoughts that keep coming to your mind. So you find it very difficult to silence your mind, you can say. So this is something that you will be able to master with time, but at least you have got to start. 3 months, I just heard that. So for a lot of you, it's going to take you as less as 3 months to be able to fully control your mind, get rid of this monkey mind pattern right now wherein you're thinking this thing and then that thing and that thing. All of that is going to go away. That quietness, that peace, that calm that you have been craving will come to you in a matter of 3 months, but you have got to start. Over here with express your driving passion and sensual and sexual powers are increased. A lot of you right now, and this is a specific message, but a lot of you right now might be struggling with your sexual identity. That's okay. Take as much time as you need to. Figure yourself out. If you want to experiment, do that. Figure out what is it that you like. But don't keep it to yourself, basically. Express it. There's nothing to hide. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Also, with express your driving passion, and given the fact that your mind is so hyperactive, it'll be a good thing if you can, I won't exactly say distraction, but if you can come up with something where you can channel all of that energy. If you want to take up a sport, do that. If you want to go for art therapy, do that. Using your hands, creating something, writing something, sketching something, composing music, watching movies, just anything to engage your brain, basically, to engage your mind. Do that. And that too, like actively. Then, really commit to it. If it is, let's say, judo, then it has to be a few minutes or like an hour or whatever of judo every day. I'm being told that if your body is tired, you will have a better sleep than if you aren't tired at all, and on top of that, your mind is keeping you up at night. So that'll be double trouble then. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. So we have the Chariot, the Hanged Man, 5 of Pentacles, and Ace of Wands. Okay. This again is a message that can be specific for some of you. There are a few of you today in this group. Jessica, I don't know who's Jessica. Anyway, you feel like you don't currently have the kind of life that you want, that lack mentality. I do not have enough resources. I cannot do this. This is just so out of my league. I can only observe this particular lifestyle from a distance. I can't actually be living it. Again, all of that is in your mind. With Ace of Wands over here, this kind of reminds me of a magic wand. So it's like you have the right resources, you have the brains, you have the talent, you have everything that you need to get yourself out of this position. But the problem over here is that right after the chariot, we have the hanged woman, which tells me that you are the one who has put yourself in this state of suspension. Because when the time to take an action comes, as you might have guessed, instead of following your gut instincts, instead of listening to your intuition, you get lost in that chain of thoughts, in that trail of thoughts. And the end result is that you don't go anywhere. You stay stuck in that same place, in that same situation. And this can be anything, let's say that you have to order something from a food delivery app. You have been putting different items in your cart, going through different restaurants. It's been 45 minutes and you haven't been able to come up with one thing that you want to eat. And people around you might make fun of you for that. They might say things like, oh, you're so indecisive, you can't even decide what it is that you want to eat. But they haven't taken that sneak peek into your brain, so they do not know how you operate or where it is that you're coming from or how difficult it is for you to decisively stick on one track. 5 minutes ago, you want to eat Chinese. 15 minutes later, you're like, I'd rather have Italian. And just a basic example. But things that can happen or could have happened for you very quickly took time or are taking time or are suspended because you're not moving. And the reason why you're not moving is because you're giving too much power to your mind when in fact all of that power should be rerouted to your intuition. So with Ace of Wands over here, and this again is very quick energy, Wands are very fast moving energy. So what this basically means is that the next time you are thinking about a problem, trying to come up with a solution, or just in general are faced with anything in life, the first thought that comes to your mind, the first feeling that you encounter, go with it, stick to it. And then see how drastically different your life will get, not just on a larger scale, but also on a smaller scale. Day-to-day activities will start getting simpler for you. Maybe you guys suffer from insomnia, you're not able to, like I said, get adequate sleep because you're not able to sleep. You're not able to relax. You're not able to quieten your mind. All of those things, all of those problems will gradually fade away. And you can do this. All right? You might be having Cancer, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius in your charts. So these are all the messages that I have for you right now, Group 2. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here and hit the bell icon when you do so. You can also follow me on Instagram for more tarot readings and message me there or on my email ID to book a personal reading with me. You'll find all those details in the pinned comment and description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi Group 3, so for those of you who chose the silver butterfly, let's take a look at your oracle cards first to find out what your spirit guides want you to hear right now. So the cards that came out for you are Door to Spirit, Patience and Planning, Wisdom, Exchanging Gifts, and Faith, Humanity and Benevolence. Stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, see the light in the world. Alright, Group 3. With Wisdom over here, oh, by the way, a lot of you might have been attracted towards Group 1 as well. Anyway, I can see that you guys have a hard time relying on others to guide you, to show you the right path, or to tell you what it is that you should or should not be doing. Instead of trying to search for the answers within yourself and by yourself. Although you have a lot of innate wisdom, you might be an old soul, you've been around here many times, you still have this tendency to look up to others as if you do not have enough confidence in yourself, as if you doubt that if you take a decision, it can backfire, but if somebody else tells you what to do, that won't backfire or that'll be it. I don't think that happens though, because if that was happening correctly, this message would not have come out for you today. In fact, I'm being told that many a times you have found yourself trapped in the decisions that somebody else had taken for you because either you left those decisions on to them or you did not speak up, or maybe you were not given that choice. I can see with door to spirit, wherever you're living right now, or maybe your family, your friend circle, you feel like you want to either just completely move out from that place, leave that place, or just get away from these people. I can also see over here with patience and planning and wisdom that whenever, once in a blue moon or whatever, you do come up with a plan of your own, or you do come up with an idea of your own, you're never encouraged to actually go for it. You might be asked to sit down on it, think about it, and then just nobody really takes it seriously. Let's say that your whole family or friend circle, all of them want you to do a particular thing. For the sake of an example, let's say that everybody wants you to become a lawyer, all right? But you've always been more interested in composing music of your own. So you did finally manage to get that strength to sit down and have that talk with your family, wherein you told them that I do not want to be a lawyer, I want to make my own music. And they either laughed it off, they dismissed it, they said, yeah, sure, all right, let's see whether the decision stands tomorrow also or not. So they did not give you that encouragement that you were looking for. They did not give you that positive reinforcement that you were looking for. And then on the second day, they started repeating that same old track that, no, you have to go to law school. I can see also that you have this feeling that people around you don't understand you, they don't get you, and that there is a person or people in your life who try to get you to stay in their good books by bribing you, by giving you gifts. For example, and again, for the sake of a simple example, let's say that you had a piano recital and you desperately wanted your family to turn up for it, but they didn't. They could have taken out time for you, they could have made time for you, but they did no such thing. And then when you came back home all by yourself, you were in tears or whatever, the next day they took you out, or they bought some big fancy expensive gift for you, gifted you a new car or whatever, just so that you could forgive them. And maybe you did, but somewhere wisdom tells me that all those memories, all those experiences that you have been enduring since your childhood, right up until this current age of yours, they're there in your memory. You might have forgiven those people, but you haven't forgotten whatever it is that you endured. There might be many people whom you have this bitterness towards. You can say grudge or bitterness or just bad memories or whatever. So sometimes what happens is that even when they're genuinely being nice to you, you're not able to embrace that love from them, because you always think that, is this like another damage compensation? What is it? And maybe that is why with humanity and benevolence over here, your spirit guides want you to give all those people a second chance. Not actually all of them. Of course, some of them outright do not deserve your time and energy. But at least those who are visibly making an effort to be more present in your life or to repair their relations with you, those people, you need to give them a second chance with an open mind. They might have done bad to you, but they're not bad people at the end of the day. So you have to see the light in them. You have to see what's good about them. What is that one thing about them that is so good that because of that you can consider giving them a second chance. Also, with trust the good in yourself and others and wisdom over here, stop relying on other people to guide you or to show you the way or to reroute you. You know what it is that you want. You're very knowledgeable, you're very intelligent, you know where your passions lie, you know what your goals are, you also know what you want out of life. And hence, if this is your goal and this is where you are right now, that route map must also be designed by you itself, not anybody else. Also, another message that your spirit guides want you to give you is that do not feel indebted to people. Someone must have done something good for you, but that does not mean that you spend the rest of your life trying to make up for it. they did one good thing, you did one good thing for them in return. It's done, it's over. If they are constantly reminding you of something that they had done for you, and in return for that they've been going on taking favors from you, then that's not right, and you must put up boundaries in place. Thank them, show them gratitude. I'm sure you have expressed your gratitude numerous times by now, but they cannot keep on draining you like that. Very mixed messages for you guys, so take whichever one resonates. And somewhere over here with door to spirit and patience and planning, there is no time as perfect as right now, as today, to go after whatever it is that you want. So don't wait for someone else to come and validate whatever plan it is that you've come up with. Just start executing it by relying on that inner compass that you possess. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards. Queen of Swords, Nine of Swords, Four of Wands, and King of Swords. I cannot help but notice how the Queen and the King of Swords sort of like are caving in on this entity over here who's so worried. And with Four of Wands over here, a lot of you might come from families, I won't say broken families, but definitely the kind of stable or peaceful environment that caters the best to a child's personality and development. All that might have been lacking from your childhood. Either your parents were constantly fighting, or there was just some or the other problem always popping up, unstable jobs, not enough money, and again, mostly like your parents trying to put each other down. You never got a healthy example of what love should be like, what family should be like, what an adult relationship should be like. You saw more of the dark side of everything, I would say. Many a times you would go to sleep, but then you would wake up because you could hear your parents fighting, and you would sit on your bed and you would weep and you would put yourself to sleep. So definitely that affection that you were looking for was missing. And because you did not receive your parents' affection or even the attention, the degree of attention that you needed as a child, which is why now with Nine of Swords over here, you might be someone who lives with anxiety. It's an actual demon that you're living with, because you're constantly questioning yourself, wondering yourself, trying to do different things to get your parents' approval. It's like you are desperate to hear your parents say, we're proud of you or we love you, because they never say such things. They never even do anything to show it, even if they don't say it. But the thing is that you now have to put yourself out of that institution. I'm not saying that you need to cut ties with your family or your friends or whoever these people are that you grew up with or grew around. But it's definitely time to start thinking of yourself as a separate institution. You are an institution all by yourself, So you have to prioritize the things that you feel like doing. Don't do anything to get your parents' approval. Do not do anything which you think they might like more or appreciate more. Just do whatever you feel like doing. And if you think that you're an adult now, and even then they're trying to repress you, they're trying to control you, they're trying to belittle you, speak up. Speak up for yourself. That inner child, that wounded inner child that rests within you somewhere, wants someone to take their back. Wants someone to have their back, And you can have their back by standing up for yourself, by speaking up for yourself, by following your passions, by doing whatever it is that feels right to you, by showing love to yourself. Do not rely on them to give you love. Give yourself that love. You have so much of it, might as well internally direct some of it. Also, if you're worried about whether or not you will ever be able to, if you're worried how your married life will be, if you're worried, what if my marriage is also a total bust like my parents, that won't happen. Alright, just because it happened with your parents, just because it happened with your relatives, it's not going to happen with you. So if that is something that worries you and keeps you up at night, stop worrying about it. Have faith in the universe that, it's like your spirit guides cry for you and cry with you. And they're making sure that they can get you out of this situation. So you just have to have faith. And with Four of Wands over here, this is a confirmation that whatever plan it is that you have for yourself in mind, that is the one that's going to give you the kind of stability that you have always craved for but never received. And if you're afraid that when you become a parent, you will turn into one of your parents, that's not going to happen either. And again, this is a very specific message. So maybe someone over here who chose group 3 today was worried about it. So I can tell you that you needn't be. You will be loved by your kids. You will have a loving spouse. Your married life, your marriage, your relationship with your kids will be vastly different from what you've grown up in. Much, much better. Like totally different. Beyond your expectations. So just keep going, have faith that there are good things coming in your life, and the only thing that you need to be careful about or need to keep check of is A, do not do anything to get other people's approval or validation, only do what feels right to you, and B, do not depend upon anybody else to do the decision making for you. Do whatever feels right to you, because you are more than capable of deciding what's right and what's wrong. So try to inculcate that trust in yourself. You might have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in your chart. So these are all the messages that I have for you right now, group 3. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here, and hit the bell icon when you do so. You can also follow me on Instagram for more tarot readings and message me there, or on my email ID to book a personal reading with me. You'll find all those details in the pinned comment and description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.